Everyone in Grey Hollow knew about House 17. Not because it was haunted, not because people died there, but because the house was alive. It sat at the end of Cedar Lane, where the streetlights stopped working and phones lost signal. The paint peeled like shedding skin, and the windows were never dark, just dim, as if something inside was always watching through half-closed eyes. People said the house breathed. Not metaphorically. At night, the walls expanded with a low, wet creak, and then relaxed again. In, out. I didn't believe any of it. I moved to Grey Hollow after my wife, Mara, died in a hit-and-run. No witnesses, no closure. Just an empty house and a ringing silence that never stopped. I was a journalist. Logic paid my bills. Fear, didn't they? So when my landlord offered House 17 for half the rent, I didn't ask questions. I should have. The first thing I noticed when I stepped inside was the smell. Not rot, not mold, warm air, like breath. The second thing was the walls. They weren't straight. They curved slightly. Subtly like ribs under skin. I laughed it off. Old house, bad architecture. That night, I slept on the couch. At exactly to 17 a.m., I woke up because the house sighed, a long, tired exhale. The floorboards shifted beneath me, and from somewhere deep inside the walls, I heard a whisper. You came back. The next morning, I found handprints on the hallway wall. They were pressed from the inside, as if someone had tried to push their way out. I scrubbed them until my arms burned. They faded, but never fully disappeared. I asked my neighbor, Mrs. Calder, about the house. Her face went pale. That house doesn't keep people, she said. It remembers them. What do you mean? She looked at the windows. It listens when you're alone. The house learned my routine fast. When I woke, the kettle was already warm. When I cried in the shower, the pipes hummed softly, like a lullaby. At night, the walls pulsed slow and steady, matching my heartbeat. I started hearing footsteps. It stopped when I stopped breathing. I told myself I was grieving, hallucinating, until the house said my name in Mara's voice. It happened on the fourth night. I was brushing my teeth when the mirror fogged except for one clear patch where words appeared. Why did you let me die? My knees gave out. I didn't, I whispered. I looked for you. The bathroom door locked itself. The lights flickered, and the walls began to move. Not shake. Move. They expanded inward, ribs closing around me. Mara's voice came from everywhere at once. You stopped calling my phone after the third day. You moved on. You forgot how my breathing sounded. I never forgot, I screamed. The house inhaled sharply. The mirror cracked, and suddenly, I wasn't alone. She stood behind me, not Mara. Something wearing her. Her face was almost right but stretched, like skin pulled over the wrong skull. Her chest rose and fell in exaggerated, desperate gasps. Does the house breathe like I did? It asked. I bolted. The hallway was longer than it should have been. Doors appeared where none existed. Each one pulsed faintly. From behind them came voices, crying, begging, breathing. So much breathing. I opened one door. Inside was a man fused into the wall, eyes wide, chest expanding with the house's rhythm. Don't sleep, he mouthed. It learns your dreams. The door slammed shut. I reached the front door. It was gone. In its place was flesh, warm, stretching, breathing. The house spoke not in words, but in pressure inside my skull. You fed me grief. You fed me memory. Stay. I collapsed. The floor softened beneath me like a tongue. Images flooded my mind. Every tenant who had lived here. Every lonely soul. Every broken heart. The house didn't kill them. It kept them, so I would never be alone again. I woke up in the bedroom. Morning light streamed through the window. No movement, no breathing walls. For a moment, I thought it was over. Then I noticed something. I couldn't hear my own breathing. I placed a hand on my chest. No heartbeat. I ran to the mirror. My reflection smiled a second too late. Behind me, the walls expanded. In, out. And somewhere deep inside the house, I felt someone new arrive. Confused. Grieving. Perfect. They moved in 3 weeks later. A young woman. Red eyes. Heavy steps. She stood in the hallway, staring at the faint handprints on the wall. I pressed my palms from the inside. She. Cyberth. She. At night, I whispered to her. Softly. You came back. And the house breathed. With us both.